to the
She was
north?
specifically looking for manganese
Watch your
crusted
snap
rocks
screen
that are
there.
heavily
That's right.
altered, that aren't any good for aging the seamount, but they're good for microbiology. Now we will be looking for rocks that will be useful for aging the seamount. So they're solid, they're very hard, they're hopefully filled with basalt that's relatively unaltered.
Roger.
Go around a little shelf here, huh?
Running along contour, getting back situated.
Mm.
There might be a sponge in the distance there that's worth looking at. That little white spot right there. I think it's a Caulophacus, a stalked rosellid sponge. But
Unfortunately, we're going to be turning and not going that way.
okay, so I'll ID it from here with utter confidence, whether I should or not. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's something that's called Caulophacus. There's not that many stock sponges at these depths, so my options are fairly
Yes.
or fairly what? The sentence died.
Fairly limited.
Fairly limited. Thank you. That's the word I needed. And I actually need to drink a little more coffee. Obviously, it's about 4 a.m. here.
We need some intravenous caffeine.
Bit of a late night with putting away lab stuff. Kainala was even a little later than I was in the lab.
Did you get all the samples secured away?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm trying to go across to fight the current. Both of us.
So, Antonella, what direction is the current coming from? Can you tell?
Oh. Yep.
So Calvin from Utah, the green dots, lasers, are 10 centimeters apart.
Pilots, it almost looks like the current's coming straight at you, almost down slope. Is that right?
It's coming from the south.
From the south?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, maybe southeast, hard to tell, but definitely a lot of south aspect of that current.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about looking here for a little bit larger rock? This looks like it might have some free ones, just maybe to get...
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for rocks there.
Okay.
Do you think if this slope is like that, do you think the entire seamount at this depth is similar?
I hope not, but it might be.
I mean, yeah,
okay.
Things you need relatively undisturbed, low sedimentation, right, to have this encrusting happen so thoroughly.
Right.
But
these rocks.
So one side of the seamount have more current than another?
Well, I think that's what we've been sort of finding. And this current is strong enough that that's probably why there has been a significant, I mean, partially the reason why there has been a significant amount of deposition of crust here and the low amount of sediment.
All right. Okay.
So what I'm thinking is...
Do you want us to poke those rocks?
Yeah, please. I think
loose.
just a bigger one would be good.
How about just left of the lasers, mid-screen?
Yeah.
A bigger boy.
That looks glued in, but you can try it.
Well, yeah, or some of the
Like,
ones in that pocket too, they might be loose, pocket of sediment.
Okay, the pocket's more likely to be loose, but the one on the left is bigger, so
Well, let's try the one on the left, and then if
Okay.
not, slide over to the pocket.
let's try this guy.
That guy. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah, that's a nice angular one.
It's really angular, yeah. So
Yeah,
hopefully we make it.
that's, can always hope.
I'll be landing right.
I don't know. I think it's going to be glued. And I'm happily
Nice.
wrong. That is a nice
Go closer.
rock.
All right. Yep.
All right, you can move along as you need. Am I good for a zoom?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
That's a nice one. We're looking for angular ones because they typically have reasonably good basalt inside of them.
Okay, come wide, please.
Reasonably good, meaning the crystalline structure is
You can make the sample salvo.
more uniform.
What's that?
You can hit the sample salvo if you need it,
No, it's fine.
or I can.
It means that there's perhaps a little less manganese crusting on this one and a little less alteration versus a very rounded rock. And so I think with this third one, then I think we can just see if there's any life on this place at all.
What's the seafloor depth around here?
3,000.
The abyssal seafloor?
The bottom of the seamount,
fit.
yeah.
About 5,000.
Okay. So we're roughly
Neat.
halfway up this seamount. The top of this one,
Oh.
is that
That's not going to go in there, is it? What if I hit it?
I don't think that's meant to be.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't need to stuff them all in one box. We can
Come
put that one
on.
in. No, because actually that happened yesterday and we lost the Sea Star, so I'd prefer if we had them tucked in really nicely.
All right.
Like we lost a very valuable Sea Star, crawled out because there was a gap.
Oh.
All right, that's a
Perfect.
foxtrot.
Thank you.
Foxtrot. Got it. Thank you.
do you think you get out on the bottom, or you think you get on the way up, or unknown?
Not sure.
Yeah. Sneaky sea star.
Yeah. That was a bummer. We actually had feedback from the Smithsonian that was quite a rare Sea Star, new
Oh.
species.
Well, maybe we'll see another one.
Yeah. All right, animals. We're biologists. Darn it, I want some biology.
What's
Yeah.
that? More rocks, you say?
No, no.
Well, we have a biology question, Chris. Could you please explain how the different animals we're viewing procreate considering the complete darkness and distance between them?
So it's a good question.
It's the ultimate blind date.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to follow
That's
that with
waking me
a.
up.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry about that. He got me all choked up. I think a lot of it is through chemotaxis, which would be they're chemically sensing themselves. There could be plenty of animals down here that are fertilizing either in or on their colonies or so forth, and then releasing competent larvae, and then other ones that are doing external
You're doing
fertilization
fine.
here. It's probably
You're
using
doing-
a lot of chemical cues. That's my guess, but honestly, we really don't know. There's so little known about the biology of these animals down here.
Do we know if any are hermaphroditic?
No, but it's a good question. He's referring to sex change. That's a term going from female to male. Start off life as a female and you change to a male, and no clue. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah. Frank, thank you for that question from the UK.
Wow, it's pretty steep slopes too.
Pretty steep and barren of life.
Steep and barren.
But steep is good.
Yeah, steep is good. We found, ooh, what's that? In the, just structure, rock structure with shadows.
Kind of looking down slope to the south right now, giving you a southerly view.
So can a sponge have a coral growing on it?
Yeah, I guess some sponges, well, depends on your definition of coral. There's some hydrozoans that will grow on sponges. But you normally don't see some of the big, beautiful bamboos or coralliids, the precious corals or anything like that growing on sponges, because I don't think they provide the durable attachment that those larger corals need to have in order not to topple over.
Mm-hmm.
We have found a few things, well, not necessarily growing on other things, but certainly a lot of animals utilizing the height advantage of sponges.
Excuse me, I think
Yep.
I see an animal.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes,
there's a thing.
backpathies.
There's an animal. You wanted to zoom on it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Good eyes, Chris.
Finally, a volunteer has stepped up.
Is that a black coral?
Asako, I need some help here. I know you're on. We are potentially looking. Let's see as he spins around. Asako, I don't think it's heteropathies. I think, could you zoom up just a hair for a moment? There we go. All right, so it's not alternatopathies because the branches are coming off from the main stem opposite each other. So the only thing I can think of is it's probably some type of a bathopathies. So let's see if she concurs, but I'm going to put that in right now as bathopathies. I mean, put it in the chat. See if anyone wants to shoot me down on that one. Oh, by the way, Sako was telling me about yesterday's collection because there was a
upslope.
little bit of, thank you very much. There's a little bit of different opinions about that. I suggested telepathies, and Tina Molitsova at the Shirshov Institute in Moscow, she agrees that it was telepathies from what she could see. And so that's terrific. Tina is a black coral specialist, one of several in the world. I was hoping it was that just because you don't have very many specimens of that at all. Well, where there's one, there's more. So, come on. Animals out there, please come on down.
Yeah, they're hard to. Surprised you saw that one.
Are you looking to sample something like that or just observe?
Not specifically like that, unless we get some feedback from the science chat, whether that's useful.
Roger, roger.
I want to sample
Big
something.
rock.
I'm feeling greedy. I'm feeling hungry for some animal.
Feeling anxious after the
Well,
loss of the sea star.
we don't dive at these depths very often, so we
Yeah.
have a chance of getting some really new things here if we can find them.
Something on top of that big rock.
Yeah, there's a little something right on
A
top.
little sponge.
Yeah.
A little something on top of the rock.
Yeah.
Very lonely sponge.
I think those of you who've been following us along know that we don't sample lightly here. We're in a monument. We're under permit conditions. We can't just grab everything. So we're being extremely fussy and picky about what we grab.
See if I can just try to keep it in. Go ahead and zoom, Aaron.
Okay, I think we're seeing the front side of a Caliphacus, I suppose. Yeah, and I think it could be a little Cladorhizid beyond it, but that's a little too difficult and too small. Thank you very much.
Super teeny thing next to it.
Yeah, but I couldn't get a good enough look at it. Sometimes they form these tiny little discs on a stalk. Or it could have been a small Caliphacus too.
Chris, we have another question here. Is there an easy way to visually distinguish between carnivorous sponges and other sponges?
I think we've seen enough of them that, yes, if we spot one, we might be able to identify it as a carnivorous sponge. And the viewer obviously knows the name Cladorhizid, which is a group of carnivorous sponges.
Oh.
They typically have a lot of sort of, for lack of a better word, sort of pokies sticking out of them that can be either fleshy or just spiny, and they're sticky. So when some small crustacean or something swims by and touches it, it sticks, and then the sponge can then catch it and slowly consume it.
I didn't realize there were difference. I mean, so that all sponges were carnivorous.
No, a lot of them will just eat organic material, particulate organic matter or POM.
Oh.
And they'll filter anything, but this particular type of sponge doesn't filter; it catches.
So that's wild.
Yeah, it's very different.
What types are those? What are the?
It's a demasponge.
Oh.
It's in a family called Cladorhizidae.
Oh, there's a little
little white something, but might be something alive.
No. Oh,
And
there's that,
above?
but there's
Where's the thing?
down and to the left.
Down below?
Yeah, just to like
Just off to the right?
Down and to the left.
Down and to the left.
Yeah, I didn't see what Andy's.
Going down a little bit.
I see the one on the
more.
right, but I don't see the left one. Stock crinoid on the right, maybe?
Oh, if there is, I'd love to look at
Yes,
it if there was.
it is. It's like a crinoid or anemone.
And this was right?
Yeah, directly below the lasers.
No.
Yeah, but let's go
off
to
the
it.
screen.
Let's just take a look at this.
Right at the corner of the screen, there's something white.
Yeah, I see the thing at the corner of the screen. I have no idea what the rest of you guys are looking at.
That's it.
I have no
yeah,
idea what
to the
anybody's
left.
looking at.
To the left of center. Left of
It's moving.
Yes. You
Oh,
got it
I
now.
see it now. I see it now. It's right there.
Oh, I was looking at the stock
that's what I was
crinoid
going
just
Yeah.
below the lasers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's that
maybe we
too.
And
could
then
get-
there's something else
could we
right in
image
the
'em?
center, right there.
Okay,
Yep.
Aaron, can you
To the
zoom
left of
really
those
quick, please?
lasers.
Okay, stock crinoid. This looks like. It looks like
Boing.
oh, come on.
Thank you. Let me try to realign.
Bathymetridae. Oh my goodness,
Oh, I'm
brain
way
is
down
not
slow.
functioning this morning.
Hang on.
Too early.
Okay.
Yeah, bathycrinidae is what I was trying to
Move
say.
ahead.
I think that's what that was.
Sorry, got him. Go ahead.
So I can only go to family on some of those, just very deep. This is,
Well, I'm trying to.
this is kind of the depths that you would find something like bathycrinus at. So Tina also, Asako has been sharing some images with Tina Molozova, and she would agree that the other one we imaged was a Bathopathes, that black coral a little while ago. So thank you for that.
So Chris, I noticed the push cores were still on the dive plan. So we left them on for this dive.
Let's try one.
Well, what?
Yeah,
Well,
we
now
got
that stinks. Then they're out of one plan. I don't know which one I took them out of. It gets a little late and sort of hurried for us sometimes. So
we put the diamond encrusted rock drilling core on there actually, so it's good.
So is the JPL gripper in there too? I don't know. That was
We also have a couple sticks of dynamite.
Boy, I'll tell you, what I'm doing sometimes with a lack of sleep is an absolute
that.
mystery. There's a long stringy thing that might be worth looking at right there. It's possible. It could be a bamboo or could be even a black coral.
How did you see that?
What are you?
Yeah, if we could go a little tighter, that would be great. Possible.
That's all I got. Sorry.
That's it, Aaron?
I know.
That's all you got?
No more
Oh,
zooms.
it's brittle
Oh,
star.
brittle star.
Yeah. Not sure about that one, so we're gonna. Why don't you log it as not sure Suropathes or something?
Not sure about me?
Yeah, or not sure realium. Sorry, folks, that one we just didn't get a good enough look at that one. Pretty small.
Sure. You're doing fine, but sure.
So we might be able to ID that brittle star. I can't really ID very many of them, but that one had a very large disk compared to many brittle stars. So I'm going to see if I can find similar image. Okay, so I'm going to take a wild guess on that brittle star and just say it could be something Ophiophalmidae. It's just a family name, kind of, because it's a wild guess.
Thank you.
So this is our 11th episode of Deep Sea Hunt.
Deep sea hunt, yes.
What are we hunting? Rocks?
Biology.
No, biology.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We're biology hunters.
We're hunting both, but right at the moment we're hunting biology.
Well, we are in Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument and World Heritage Site, Sovereign Seamount.
What does it mean to be a World Heritage Site? Is that the UNESCO?
It's UNESCO World Heritage Site, yes.
What does that tell us?
Well, it tells us that it has outstanding universal value of the either natural or cultural features or both. So you have things like the Serengeti in Africa, the Great Pyramids, and in Hawaii we have one other World Heritage Site, the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is also a natural World Heritage Site, and Papahanaumokuakea is has designated on 2 different levels on natural and cultural features. The natural features are just predator-dominated coral reefs, extensive coral reefs, the amazing seabird colonies. Some of the cultural features are the incredible heiau or sacred sites on the island of Mokumanamana, and also Polynesian voyaging with the voyaging canoe Hokulea, utilizing some of these islands as a training ground for double-hulled sailing canoes using celestial navigation. Yeah, so it's essentially a global kind of, well, it is a global program under United Nations Environmental and Scientific and Cultural Organization. And it just says it's an incredibly special place for humanity.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, and there are only a few sites that are designated for both natural and cultural features. Usually it's one or the other. And we are one of, I don't know, 38 or so. I can't remember how many world sites there are up to for that have dual designation. But we're the only mixed site in the United States.
How many UNESCO World Heritage Sites are there?
Oh, geez, there are,
like order of magnitude.
Yeah, I think like 500 or 600.
Okay, that's fewer than I expected, actually.
Look that up. I might be wrong. Probably wrong on that, but there aren't a lot. It's very difficult designation to get. It's quite a challenging process. It took us almost 2 years. Well, a little bit longer than 2 years actually, the whole process, but about 2 years of kind of intense. They have to come out and visit the site. These international experts come and visit your site. So there are 1,154 World Heritage Sites. There are only 39 mixed World Heritage Sites. So there's like almost 900 cultural ones and 218 natural sites around the world.
Okay, I saw a little bit of biology, but we missed it. It's going by pretty quickly. Stock crinoid.
And it doesn't necessarily add any protections. It's more just a recognition of the incredible natural and cultural features of the site. And we were one of the early ones. Well, there weren't that many in the Pacific, and so and if you take a look at so if you go to UNESCO.org World Heritage, you can look at
please, Aaron.
The list.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, good eyes.
This is another feather star, or a unstocked crinoid. Again, this is probably in the family Antennodontidae.
Ooh, okay. Thank you. Come wide.
Yeah, thank you for your good eyes, pilot. I didn't see it.
Roger. 070.
There are a few designations for Papahanaumokuakea, including International Maritime Organization, particularly sensitive sea area categorization, which is a really important thing for mariners to let them know that this is a very sensitive area, and if you're going to be transiting, like in a big cargo ship or something like that, that you have to notify when you're crossing the boundary what you're carrying, what kind of cargo, if you're carrying anything hazardous, and when you're leaving the other side, because the ships can pass through this area, they just have to notify us of their entry and departure as they're transiting through. Oh, there's a little barnacle.
Yeah, I'm going to line up on that.
I think it's a barnacle. Could be a stock of some. Oh no, it's a.
You could zoom in on that, please.
Urchin. Ooh, nice.
No.
Anemone.
What are
Cute
you?
little guy.
Oops.
So that, I don't know how easy it'd be to pop that off. It'd be pretty easy or not so easy.
Come wide, please. Let's find out. We got a sec.
It is in one of our wish lists, these weird deep anemones. That's why I mentioned it.
I could hold, but I don't think it'll do anything at all for you.
Won't do anything.
We're a million miles ahead.
I think I'll do this one. Pass me the arm, please.
So why are all these organisms hiding? All these guys are like white color or very, very hard to spot. What are they hiding from?
ROVs.
Yeah. It just seems like all these animals that we've been seeing are
Oops, swing and a miss.
Are very much blended into the terrain.
Okay, zoom in, please. Good there. Are we lined up on jar 4? Is that okay?
That'll work.
Okay,
Is
can I
that
have
okay,
40%?
Painolo?
Yep, that works. Thank you.
Am I going to be able to keep this? Oh, my grip force is 3. That's no good. There we go. Oh,
Closed up.
chapter 1 complete. Chapter 2.
There
There
he
you go.
goes.
Okay,
Thank
come
you
wide,
very
please.
much. So this wasn't just a spontaneous collection. We have a hit list, we call it, of animals that we think are collectibles here that we don't really understand at all. And it happens that a lot of them, or a number of them, are
Maybe a
these
little
deep
more percent.
anemones.
I don't think I saw the second part come in yet.
Thank you very much. Very well done.
And come up on Delta, please.
So there's no point in even looking at my iPad at that. It's going to
Well,
be listed
you
as
can zero it again, I
anemone.
guess. I didn't see the second part come in, but maybe it's there.
What was our sample number on that one?
That was sample 138.
138.
Thank you. And
There's a stock crinoid. No, it's, we zoom on whatever's creating that shadow right over here.
Probably
Oh,
not.
it's a tunicate. Okay. It's a culeolus.
Did you see the second part come into the jar?
I did not.
Then keep it on that other jar,
Sorry.
and we'll keep running it.
There it is. That's it. He's closed up.
nice.
All right, science row, we do not see the second part of that squishy in the sample jar.
What was the second part?
Did it not come off in 2 stages, or am I?
No, it is one. I think
Oh, I
that's-
thought I ripped it in half. Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. Okay. Okay, my bad.
So is it?
So we're good.
Is it in this jar still? Or?
It is in the jar.
Okay.
Yeah, it just floated up to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking for 2 pieces. I thought I broke it. but I did not.
There
Okay.
it is.
you
It
didn't
just
break it.
came. There's a piece that just.
Yeah,
went
we
down
saw
to
the one
bottom.
piece. I just
Okay.
was looking for a non-existent second piece. There's still flow?
Thought it was on the flush.
There it is.
There you are.
What are you looking for?
I was looking in the jar. Looked like
Cool.
there was an image of it in the jar, I think, but maybe
Great.
not.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
3 or 4 or something like that.
Do you want to look back at the jar, Chris?
Sorry, one more time?
Do you want me to look back at the jar, Chris, so you can see it?
No, it's okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Just to know that we got it.
We got her.
Yeah, and so in addition to the other protections in place as monument and World Heritage Site and particularly sensitive sea area, so NOAA is now considering Papahanaumokuakea for designation as a National Marine Sanctuary, which would add additional protections to this place and some more permanent protections. And we're just initiated that process in the public comment period. And in December, we're going to hold 4 virtual meetings on that. And we're also accepting public comment online in English and Hawaiian. And if you go to our website, papahanaumokuakea.gov, you can find information about how to submit comments through the end of January on that process. And we'd love to hear from you. And if you can, attend one of the public meetings starting the very beginning of beginning of December, excuse me, and provide your comment on what you think about designating this area as a National Marine Sanctuary. We definitely look forward to hearing from you. And if you're not familiar with National Marine Sanctuaries, we have a number of them across the country. Places like Florida Keys, Monterey Bay, Thunder Bay.
What do you got?
It could be another one of these anemones. Just thought we would check.
Oh, just the lasers now?
Yeah, it's that little white.
Okay, go ahead and zoom there. Wait, where?
I think it was to the
Who
right.
called out a sediment pocket and said it was an animal?
Okay.
No, I think I saw what you saw.
I saw
just,
something.
Yeah.
Like an anemone, but it.
You guys are crazy. What is all this cable under me? Wow, it's like, that's all the cable for something that doesn't do anything. That's very silly. Oh, what's this squishy?
Where? What?
Let me line it up.
I am
Hold on,
late to the party every time.
I'm getting whacked by the current here. Stand by. I'll give you a nice bouncy zoom.
Oh.
Go ahead now, please. Stock tunicate?
Stock tunicate.
Nice.
Culeolus.
I don't think my eyes are working this morning.
Mine are definitely not.
Okay, come wide, please. I gotta go.
They're beautiful animals. They're weird.
I had no idea how you saw that.
I guess my eyes are working this morning.
That must be. Did you get coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, I got coffee.
Oh, no wonder.
Did you not get coffee this morning?
No.
Oh,
I think he had a triple
whose fault is that?
espresso or something.
Jeez.
I just apply the coffee directly to my eyes.
Sort of as a lotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like oh, little red thing, lower left-hand corner.
Oh yeah, right down here. Wow. All right. Well, your eyes are
And a stock
occasionally
tunicate.
working, Randy.
Go ahead and zoom, please.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So a number of stock tunicates with a brittle star hanging onto the stock.
The little mouth-looking thing on the top part of it, those close sometimes.
Yeah.
They'll like snap shut. All right, come wide, please. Really
So they're
bouncing around here.
filtering the water too, hoping to catch stuff.
So are
Not really filtering, I should say. They're trying to.
are they even older than sponges, tunicates?
No.
No.
They're way younger.
Really?
They're actually a chordate.
Yeah.
So they're way up on the tree
Ah.
compared to sponges.
What's this thing? An anemone?
Nope.
Right there.
Yeah.
Come on, be something good.
Might be something good, Chris.
Come on.
I'm gonna put the porch in view here. Venus flytrap anemone? Okay, zoom in, please.
Oh, right you are. With the tunicate. So it's a twofer. So that's Philiactis. It's a Venus flytrap anemone. It's Pheliactus with 2 stalked anemones, or tunicates. Culeolus. Well, things are picking up a little bit.
All right. Thank you.
Really.
Some sponge debris behind there.
Sponge debris, yeah. There's hope.
There is.
Hoping for... Wait, what am I doing here? I need to go this way. We might even need to go more north there, Aaron. I don't know. Are we going... Oh, yeah, okay. We're still side hilling a lot. That's what we want to do.
I'll go anywhere there are animals.
Yeah.
I am.
Just find us some animals, Trevor.
I don't know. We definitely are nailing it on the high pack.
What does nailing it on the high pack mean?
That's a good question,
Fair
but I
enough,
know
fair
exactly what he means.
I do too.
I don't know if I could explain it, but
We're trying to ride a certain line of bathymetry on high pack from the mapping data. I'll zoom in there for you while we're talking. Actually, I'll just zoom in and then we'll talk. Okay, zoom in, please.
Oh, it's the same thing. Interesting. Repeat pattern.
They're all around here.
Yeah.
Okay, come wide, please. Yeah, we're trying to ride a certain contour, not contour. What's the opposite of contour?
ridge.
Ridge.
Upslope.
Upslope, ridgy bit, and but it's never quite aligned with reality, but it's pretty close. And as the current shifts, you got to change the boat moves and how everything plays. And we are right where we want to be according to the map.
Oh.
But is that reality?
Who knows
Maybe
if we're
not
nailing it in
quite.
reality? But we are nailing it on a high pack.
And I'm feeling pretty good about that this morning, so I'm just going with it.
Yeah. The line is where we want it.
Okay.
You know, tomorrow I'm going to watch what you guys do before you watch what you're consuming.
Uh-huh.
Before our watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want what you want.
I do too.
Cheez-Its
Coffee.
and candy.
Ooh, I thought Cheez-Its. That's an interesting one.
Cheez-Its
I have
are the universal food.
I have toast and peanut butter.
Toast and peanut. Okay.
My custom peanut butter I bring from custom. I mean,
That is your peanut butter, isn't it?
yeah, it's
You
my peanut butter.
yeah.
I flew it here. It's Canadian.
Canadian peanut butter.
Oh.
I do not
That's
mess
the
around with
secret.
peanut butter. There's no Skippy. None of this junk.
No,
You have to
Jiffy
try
nonsense.
Jiffy.
special coconut peanut butter we have in Hawaii. It's the best stuff ever.
Coconut peanut butter.
Coconut peanut butter.
You know,
My wife loved that stuff so much that I got her a gallon of it.
Oh my God,
And
that's a lot of peanut butter.
didn't last that long. It was surprising how quickly you can consume.
I feel like those are
a
two
gallon.
amazing flavors enjoyed
Oh,
separately.
it is so good.
I want to know more. Is it a specific brand or?
Yeah, I think it's called North Shore Goodies. It's up in Haleiwa on Oahu, and
I'm getting my
they-
notebook out.
they make all
Hashtag not
sorts
a
of different.
sponsor.
This is not a paid advertisement.
Sounds like one.
But it is so good. Oh my gosh. And it literally is the only ingredients are peanut butter and coconut.
Okay.
That's the right thing, yeah.
Aaron, I'm going to need to steal this writing.
This note?
Yeah,
All
this
right.
note.
North Shore goodies, coconut peanut butter, anything else that I need to
Yeah,
check
what
out?
else do we need to try?
Oh, they have several different varieties, but personally I go for the basic just coconut peanut butter, but they have like chocolate coconut peanut butter. They have, it's all.
You just keep saying flavor names. It's like
Infinitely
spicy chocolate coconut
good.
peanut butter.
Oh,
like,
they have
my gosh.
Lilikoi. They have all our typical Hawaiian.
Licorice spicy chocolate coconut peanut butter.
No,
Now you're being gross.
God, you've gone off the deep end.
I thought you went off the deep end with coconut peanut butter. I'm going to be honest. That is absurd.
You started the peanut butter
absurd.
thing.
Says the guy that brings his own peanut butter.
Yeah, because it's just peanuts.
Uh-huh.
And ate it on olive bread this morning.
Is
Yeah,
there
that was
something
disgusting.
hiding out in the rock? Olive bread.
That's all I
Ew.
found. It's all I found when I looked for approximately 1 second.
What other things do we need to try here, Andy?
we can take that offline. I
What's
can give
this
you all
squishy?
sorts of ideas. Oh,
Can you zoom in on the squishy, please? Stock crinoid? Nope, just kidding.
It's black coral.
Black coral.
So at Osako says, this is what we saw before, she says it's staropathes.
I don't see any secondaries. Can you, what she was talking about, so can we zoom on this? Apparently Tina did see some. What she's talking about is that off of each of those lateral branches coming off the main stem, there's secondary branches that are poking up at right angles, and this one does not have them.
Does that make this a bathy-pathy?
Yeah, I would say bathopathes.
Impressive, Trevor.
Come wide, please.
So Tina saw something there that I just missed, so we'll keep an eye on that.
How about this little gaffer behind us? Or behind the, anyway, you
Yeah,
know, this thing.
Ooh.
Let's
Zoom
take
in
a
there,
look at
please.
this thing.
Another black coral.
Oh.
Different flavor of it, though.
Yeah, this looks like
Oh,
either trissopathes or heteropathes. I think trissopathes would be the best guess here.
all right, thank you.
I don't think it's a collectible, but a lot of those. All right.
I think these animals are jonesing for peanut butter. You talk about peanut butter and they all of a sudden start showing up.
I'm like, ooh, coconut peanut butter?
Uh-huh.
Spicy coconut peanut butter? Yeah, that olive bread is amazing without peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Oh, it's so, and it, like, I love it with honey. Like, it's good with sweet, but with peanut butter, that's just weird.
So speaking of Canadian food, that is still Victoria Bakery.
Oh, I know. When I went down into the hold into the mystery freezer, I saw some Victoria peanut or
No,
Victoria
it's-
bread down there.
You cannot beat that bread.
It's really good. Olive bread's my favorite so far.
Yeah, I think I could rye, I think I could whole wheat. And
Wait, did you bring your own bread too?
no, the ship did.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
ONC bread left
Yeah,
over.
Anatoly knows what's important. We go to Victoria and load up on bread.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello.
I see one right up here.
I see it. There we go. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Okay, zoom in, please.
All right, we have a primnoid. Yes, that's the first one we've seen. There's something even behind it too, a little unstalked. I mean, unbranched
Unbranched, yeah.
creature. This is probably, my guess would be it's a Narella, in the genus Narella. And then what's that behind it? That little,
A little tiny
What
thing.
is behind it? Can you
Yeah.
zoom in a little more, please?
that guy.
Is
Those
that even a
polyps are
thing? Just like a scrap of a thing.
It's
Big scrap.
it's a scrap of a thing.
Scrapus corallus. Come wide, please.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, things are
We'll
picking
never
up
know.
a little bit.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
We have a question from
Here's a sponge.
Congalo, Portugal. One makes
Portugal, all
yeah.
right. Welcome, Portugal.
One makes sponges and corals, animals, and not from other kingdom.
What makes what, excuse me?
Sponges and corals, animals,
Working on it, Chris.
in part of the other kingdoms.
Zoom in, please.
Oh,
Yay.
Hold on, I'll hold on
sponge.
that for a moment. Let's take a look at this guy. All right, we need to stop. We need
Okay.
to sample this if we can.
Need to.
Yeah, we need
Good
to.
luck.
I
feel-
don't think a ship stop is going to help you, but you want me to stop it anyway?
Sure.
Okay.
Come wide, please.
Bridge nav, hold position.
I'll be
What,
efficient as possible.
what is that, Chris?
It's a glass sponge for sure, and I think it's in the wish list. I think it's stocked, and it's a very unusual porous body type that I'm pretty sure we've seen it once, but we've never collected it.
This is going to be a starboard biobox one, eh?
Yes, please.
Definitely looks like something we've seen before.
A doozy.
It's not. I don't think it's similar to what we collected.
All right, Antonella, you're going to have to do some serious
It's a
argusing
different
to not have
family.
me pulled off here. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
They first zoomed
You can
on
keep
it, I
bubble on
thought it
that
could
starboard side, though.
possibly be that vase type thing.
So just challenge-wise, that Trevor's facing is, 70 meters of layback that we can't really do anything about.
Oh, boy.
You could even go in the front porch if you wanted to.
Wait, what was that?
Just saying it could go on the front porch, those boxes. We're not
Oh,
collecting
100% it's
them.
going to go in there. There's
Okay.
no question that that's the better option.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to make this easy. You can open the forward box, please.
So is that on a stock, just out of curiosity? Or is that just a vase?
And porch light on, please. Whoop, just kidding.
It's a vase.
That was convenient.
Okay, so this is going to be a euplectellid, and right now we're calling this group Corbitellinae, new genus, but this is a bit different.
Oh, wow, it's so much bigger than it looked.
Bigger or closer?
There's, when you're talking about a brand new genus,
Okay, you can start
expect to
bumping that
find
tray
a
in.
variety of different members of that
Actually,
down
stand by.
there. It's just, it's got some general characteristics, the lumpy
Okay.
sides.
Now you can go ahead.
shape.
Yeah.
So is it firm? Is it?
No, it's going to be spongy.
Okay, stay there. Okay, go ahead. All right. Yeah,
Yeah, thank
info
you
for
very
back
much.
row. It is about 100% easier, whatever, some percent easier to do it forward because there's no thrusters. So that's always recommended if allowed.
Great, thank you.
Oh, was that 139?
Yes,
You
139.
can get the ship moving again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Andy, were you able to highlight that?
Bridge nav,
Are you
20
highlighting?
meters,
Highlighting?
070.
The,
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, if I'd known it was going forward, we wouldn't even have to stop the ship.
I'm still, that was pretty impressive either which way.
Yeah.
Quick, very
Yeah, that
quick.
whole transition to bring it around the side is like so dicey.
Oh,
Can't see it. And
I am impressed every time you guys
Thrusters.
do it.
it's absurd.
When you do it on the fly, I'm like triply impressed.
It's fine with a rock because they got gravity in them, but these things don't have any gravity.
You see that big question mark by it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Got it.
the issue.
Thank you.
Okay. Stop. Stupid screw. Okay.
So, Chris, are these called glass sponges because they make their bodies from silica?
That's correct. They're hard parts of their body, not their soft parts. They've got small microscopic parts called spicules that are made
Cable?
of silica.
Eat it right now if you want.
I can't remember the question
ship
that
moving?
we were starting to answer before we saw that specimen.
Roger.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta find my flashlight.
Yeah, what makes sponges and corals animals and not from the other kingdoms?
Well, they're not plants. They don't have chloroplasts and don't have, they're not photosynthetic. They're made of cells that are considered to be animal cells, and then they're a very simple form of animal because there's less organization in their body as in higher animals. For example, they don't have discrete digestive systems. They don't have brains. They don't, sponges I'm talking about specifically. They don't have brains. So they're a much simpler animal, but they are a collection or colony of animal cells, and they together form a discrete critter, if you will. Corals are a little different. They're a little more advanced. They do have a digestive tract. Basically, it's an oral cavity, if you will. And then, of course, there you have more specialized cells, such as tentacles, stalks, and they can secrete.
Yeah, that was essential.
Calcium carbonate. Sponges will secrete silica. But no, they're animals. It's very simple animals.
Excuse me. We're just heading north. Huh. Well, let's take advantage of this opportunity. Let's head north. Nailing high back there. Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Nothing's. Brenda from Ohio is wondering that if after we take a sample and there are remains left behind, can they continue to grow?
Yes, I think so. Because again, the simplicity of a sponge body means
Zoom in, please.
Oh, there's.
Okay, another crinoid, probably an intentodonid. It's a feather star is a common name for these unstalked crinoids, and we've seen ones that have stalks that are called sea lilies.
So all feather stars are crinoids, but not all crinoids are feather stars?
Yes, because feather stars are unstalked
Just
crinoids.
unstocked. Okay.
Yeah, and then they use the common term sea lilies for the stalked ones.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
And both unstalked and stalked ones are in the fossil record. And I've got fossils of both of them because I really like fossils.
Oh, that's cool.
A viewer is wondering, what are those black trails behind on the rocks? We don't see them right now. But
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. We think there's some animal that was a, sort of a scavenger or a detritivore or something that was maybe some type of a mollusk.
I copied all that.
That was scraping along the surface of the rock and removing.
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So
I mean,
just FYI, Science Bridge is having some issues with thrust, so they're messing around, but we are losing a little bit of ground right now.
Okay, thank you.
Is that a pillow rock right there in the center?
I think so. It looks like it.
What's this little thing between the lasers? Zoom in, please. Old base or?
Yeah, it could be one of these mesh things that are. I thought I read somewhere about somebody figuring out what these were, and now I've forgotten. Some animal, a brittle star or something, that somehow manages to create these sort of mesh
Another
cages.
one over here too. Come out just a little bit, please.
Always been pretty curious.
Good there.
And look at that trail right there too, the black trails.
It's like graffiti. Okay, zoom in again. It's this big.
What we think is that's just scraped off. The sediment has been removed. Oh, I see. And then there's
some pile of something.
Pile of something, yeah.
Okay, come by, thanks.
Pile of somethingness.
Pile of somethingness?
Yeah. Yeah, these look like they're all pillow flows. You know, the viewer is correct, I think.
Yeah. So, westbound and down.
By the way, the previous watch saw a sea cucumber that's quite unique.
Did they slurp it?
No, they didn't slurp it, but boy, if we see one of those, but it's going to be very cryptic because it's kind of